Oh my god, hey!
Hello! Hi.
Welcome back, my name is Mickey Jo.
I'm Aeron James. I'm Ellie Talks Theatre.
There we go. We are back in London's West End today for another theatrical challenge. Ooh, excitement, intrigue, a little bit of fear.
Yeah,
a lot of apprehension. We have done a few of these challenges already before on this channel. We have raced around the underground looking for show posters.
Trying to get to as many theatres as possible in an hour.
We've played hide and seek in and around the West End. Today we are doing a bespoke West End scavenger hunt.
Yeah.
How exciting, how intriguing. And there are, how many tasks? 37 different tasks?
Yeah, which can get to a good point.
We each have 60 minutes to do as many of these tasks as we can or as we choose to. You can only do one task per theatre. We've spent the morning devising these tasks so everyone knows what they are, what the rules are, but we're going to start in different locations depending on how we performed in the last challenge. If you haven't seen the last challenge, feel free to go and check out the challenge playlist here on my YouTube channel. She's fine. I was the winner of the last challenge, and I get to pick first. The 3 different starting locations are Trafalgar Square, where we currently are, Covent Garden, and Leicester Square, 3 of the most iconic locations in London. And I know you both think I'm going to pick Covent Garden first, but I don't know if I'm going to do that, you know. I'm going to take Leicester Square. I nearly took this one.
You to do. I'm taking Covent Garden.
Aaron's taking Covent Garden.
What a surprise!
Ellie's decided Trafalgar Square is the worst one.
It is the worst one.
There's a theatre right there.
Yeah, but also...
You got these nice lions.
They are very pretty, but they're not going to get me any points.
I'm going to put up a list of all of the different tasks. Feel free to pause and check out some of the things that we are doing, but we will talk you through them as we complete all of them. So the tasks, based on their difficulty rating, or based on how long they will take, or how embarrassing they are to do, have different point values assigned to them. There are a bunch of there are 10 1-point tasks, there are 10 2-point tasks, there are 10 3-point tasks, there are, I believe, 6 5-point tasks, and there is 1 elusive 10-point task.
Which you most likely will not see happen in this video.
We do not anticipate that happening, but if it does, we'll be delighted and thrilled.
Although before the video started, we did see someone that we could have done the 10-point task
We
with.
did. Bad timing. Anyway, we are going to go to our starting locations, and then at 3 o'clock on the dot, we're going to begin.
So I have Covent Garden, which is a big yay for me actually, because before we started deciding who was going where, I'd already planned for being at Covent Garden for some reason. So I kind of already have my whole route planned for at least 7 other clues, which is very exciting because I don't think I've ever planned this much in advance. We only have an hour, so I have to remember an hour is not long.
Okay, I'm here. I'm about to sneeze. Oh gosh, the pressure. It's getting to me. I'm here in Leicester Square. There is a statue of Shakespeare. I feel connected to theatrical roots, and I am meters away, feet away from my very first scavenger hunt task as soon as it starts at 3 p.m. And that's part of why I knew I would eventually have to come to this square to get that task, specifically in Leicester Square. So that's part of the reason why I chose here. And also I have a bit of a route planned out in my head, a bit of a loop.
Well, hello. It's just you and me, just the 2 of us. What's really annoying is that right this second, a Back to the Future taxi just drove straight past me. So I could have got 5 points right off the bat if we just started immediately, which we didn't. So maybe I'll see a Back to the Future taxi at some other point. But now I just play a waiting game, and I can talk strategy, because strategy is important. Sometimes I get bogged down in the chaos of things in these challenges, and maybe strategy is the way to go. Maybe chaos shouldn't be my brand. Who am I kidding? Chaos is always my brand, and it will continue to be my brand. I have no plan, and I never will.
So I decided to start right here by the Ivy, so I can run down to the Grind, Mean Girls, spiel for the Mean Girls iced coffee, and then head back and then start with Royal Opera House. Then go towards Mamma Mia, do all that side, then go around the top to the Jenny and Lynn, and then head across to all the theatres near Leicester Square and Tottenham Court Road. 3 minutes to go, and I've already changed my plan. We're going to do Mean Girls Grind, coffee, then Mamma Mia alternate, and then head to Royal Opera House and do everything that way, because then I'm walking in a circle. Okay.
Waiting in the square for the time to begin. R.I.P. William Shakespeare. You would have loved British summertime. I need to charge my phone.
It's officially 3 p.m, so we are off down Southampton Street. You head down here and take a right, and you will get to the Grind, Soho Grind. So this is where they do the Mean Girls pink iced coffee, which is a special collaboration that is limited time only. But it is very cool. I've already had it once, so I'm not going to get it this time. We're going to just talk about it.
We begin. It is on the hour, and I'm going for my very first. I can't remember how many points this is worth, but it's right here, so may as well do it. This task is go to the TKTS booth in Leicester Square, find out what the show of the week is, and it's right here. There it is. The show of the week is Back to the Future, Olivier Award winner for Best New Musical in 2022, and you can currently find it at the Adelphi Theatre with a recent new cast. How exciting. There we go. We are from that on to the next one. Back to the Future, of course, the musical adaptation of the iconic film, and it combines for you on stage nostalgia and mind-blowing special effects. Currently running in the West End and on Broadway. Kind of needs to be seen to be believed, if only for how they do the DeLorean.
Decided I'm not going to hit Trafalgar first. I'm not going to do that. That's too much. It's too far. I'm going to hit Charing Cross, then I'm going to do all the ones down the Strand. If I kind of do this in order, instead of like, I can kind of have a rough idea of like what theatre would be good for each thing, and then I can slay.
This building here is Grind. This Grind here is where you get the Mean Girls pink iced coffee. So that is very loud, so I'm just going to walk this way. But the Mean Girls pink iced coffee is a special collaboration with Mean Girls the Musical and Grind, and it is a gorgeous drink. It is flavoured to raspberry and strawberry. There's condensed milk. It takes a while to get it. To get the drink, you just have to go to one of the baristas and say, can I have a Mean Girls pink iced coffee? They'll know what you mean. They'll make it for you. It's about £5.40, I believe, around that price. That's not exact, but it's for a limited time only, and it's literally around the corner from Mean Girls, so you can get it, go take a cute photo. But that is a big recommendation from me, because I've been and tried it. I put a TikTok on my TikTok channels, Aeron James UK, which explains the whole process, and you can have a look at what the iced coffee looks like, or Mickey will put it here.
Some people may slay doing things that others. Oh my god, there's a taxi! Oh my god, there's a taxi with Matilda on it. Hold on. Can you see the Matilda taxi? I'm trying to get the Matilda taxi on camera. I'm like, Matilda taxi. Matilda taxi. That is 5 points for me.
The challenge here is going to be, you can only use one theatre for one task. You can't go back to the same theatre, so if we think of something that we could do at a set theatre, we can't go back there, so we have to use them cleverly, and we kind of have to prioritise the higher point tasks as well. In fact, I have one here. This is the Harold Pinter Theatre, and for 3 points I can tell you its previous name, because this used to be called the Comedy Theatre before it was named for Harold Pinter. I'm trying to find any kind of a remnant of that being its name. I'll show you the theatre at the very least. There it is, Your Lie in April, still up there, even though sadly it closed earlier this summer. But there you go. A theatre that has changed its name. It used to be called The Comedy. We already have a few points in the bag. Good for us.
So I'm walking this way to Mamma Mia. In fact, this theatre has an alternate Donna who plays Madonna for, I think it's either 1 or 2 performances every week. But what's really nice about this theatre is that they have a photo of the alternate Donna on the side of the theatre, so that I can go and showcase them to you. So as you can see, there is Natalie as Donna. It's a production photo. I love that they got a production photo there and put it on the building, and this will change depending on who the alternate Donna is, but she'll be here on the side. Now,
Starting here is really good, because I can start with this poster of MJ for an ad in the train station. I've done that, and now I'm going to show you how easy it is. Oh no, I want this one instead. Why am I so single? I don't know. Why am I? Maybe it's because I do this. I am now going to show you how easy it is to get from Charing Cross Station, which is right here, little spin, to Charing Cross Theatre. So let's go. All you're going to do is you're going to come right by platform 1, right here and go through this little door right here. Isn't this funky and fresh? If you come around here, you come to a little junction here. There's escalators going all the way down. You can go up to South Bank and Waterloo, which is pretty funky, but you want to go down these escalators, down the next set of escalators, and essentially, Bob's your auntie. Bob's your auntie, funny. Once you're down here, all you need to do is walk out, make a left, and right down here is a beautiful, lovely bridge. Right there is Heaven nightclub, but across from Heaven nightclub is another tiny little heaven, which is the beautiful, the fabulous, the fabulist, because that is currently at the Charing Cross, is the Charing Cross Theatre. That is 5 more points.
Next up, heading down Haymarket on the subject of theatre trivia and historic theatre trivia. For another few points, we are going to visit a former theatre. The Empire Cinemas here used to be a theatre, and the exciting footnote to this is that they are going to be a theatre again. I believe there's planning permission in the works. Aeron James is very excited about it. But yes, Brief Encounter was staged here not too long ago in a theatrical endeavour while it was still a functional cinema space. But yeah, used to be a theatre, will be a theatre one day again.
Back to the Future is a Olivier Award-winning show, won for Best New Musical.
Now I'm at the Duchess Theatre, which is home to The Play That Goes Wrong, which has tons of awards, so I could use it for one of the awards one, but actually I'm going to use this for capacity. So something you didn't know is the Duchess Theatre, where The Play That Goes Wrong is only a small theatre. It's under 500 seats. It's a 479 seat theatre, so this counts for the under 500 seat theatre. And we recently went to see it as it's celebrating 10 years, and the small theatre works perfectly for this show, which also means be sure to get your tickets early, because that means it sells out quite quickly because it's such a small theatre.
Hello everyone!
Hello!
Could you please introduce yourself?
I'm Jonathan Sayer.
Wow, thank you so much for 10 points. I love you so much. Can I have a hug, please?
Of course, of course.
Thanks so much.
No worries.
Congratulations on 10 years.
Oh, thank you so
This
much.
week,
Oh, thank you,
amazing,
thank you.
amazing. I can't believe I was so starstruck that I said I love you in operations. Oh my god.
I was about to go to the Phantom stage door to do that task, but there is another one about finding pictures of understudies or alternates, and this is alternate Christine Daae. There you go, in the Phantom of the Opera. I haven't seen this current cast of the Phantom of the Opera, so you'll forgive me for not knowing the names of all of the performers, but that is Lily Kerouas, who is currently Principal Christine Daae. Oh, I can cross this road again, what good timing. And so we found alternate Christine Daae pictured, and I love when shows show their alternates and understudy performers in production images on the sides of theatres. That's why we put that task in. This is Waiting for Godot here at the Theatre Royal Haymarket. What task are we going to tick off here? I am touching the columns, go to a theatre named for royalty, and this is one of 2 Theatre Royals. There's the Theatre Royal Haymarket, and the other one, of course, is the Theatre Royal Drury Lane.
Next up is the Theatre Royal Drury Lane, and this is my one for a theatre named after royalty, as you can see. It has the Theatre Royal name, which has been given to them by the Crown, and you can even see the royal crest on the front of the theatre. So this is a beautiful royal theatre, and it is one of my favourite theatres to go into because it is glorious.
I'm here at the Vaudeville Sixer Musical, which is a theatre that has an alternate on the outside. There are very few theatres that have alternates listed on the outside of theatres, like photos and stuff. It's very rare, and Six is one of the few. So I'm really chuffed. I can't believe I just met Jonathan Sayer. I was so starstruck when I crossed the street that I went, I love you in Operation Mincemeat. That is not a show. I corrected myself. And I went, I'm so sorry, I'm really starstruck right now. Play That Goes Wrong, my mangler. I made an absolute fool of myself. Meeting the celebrity went wrong. Oh no. That's so me. Of course I did that. Of course I did that.
I am eyeballing every bus that is going past me because there is one 5-point task, and this is my favourite one. We came up with all of them collaboratively, but this is one I pitched, and I laughed out loud when I pitched it. Find a bus with a show ad on it. It's like an advert for a West End show, and then get on that bus. You have to get on and ride the bus at least one stop to get the 5 points. I think that's hilarious. I'm watching traffic like a hawk today.
We are now at the Fortune Theatre, which is home to Operation Mincemeat, which this year, at the start of the year, won the Olivier Award for Best New Musical. So this is my tick for an Olivier Award-winning show, and the reason why it won its Olivier. Okay, Aeron update. I have not done the Opera House yet, because I just did all of these back to back. The only one around in this area I haven't done yet is the Lion King, but I can't remember what I would use the Lion King for. So, oh, it won the Tony Award. I might go and grab that. It won the Tony Award for Best New Musical. So let me go and get the Lion King for that.
Sure, I came out here to make my name, wanted my pool, my dose of fame, wanted my parking space at Warner's. But after a year of something hell, a muffy bed, a rancid smell, paper peeling at the corners. I'm assuming it's Sunset Boulevard, Headline Boulevard. Getting there is only the beginning. Sunset Boulevard, Rancid Boulevard. Da, 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 da. I know the chorus though. Sunset Boulevard, Headline Boulevard. Thank God we don't have to get the words right. Here on Sunset, mean girls. Bum, 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 bum. Done. How am I doing so well?
This is where you will find the stage door for the Criterion Theatre. I'm going to walk around to the front to show you that in context. I wish you well. The Gwyneth Paltrow Ski Trial musical just started preview performances at this theatre. It's only here for a short time, but the task is to find a stage door, go to a stage door, and give a piece of stage door etiquette advice. And that is to just respect the performers. Don't touch, don't grab the performers, don't make people uncomfortable, don't call people by the wrong name. That's multiple pieces of advice, but it's all important, and it's just round the corner from the Criterion. So you look at the box office, you turn right as you're facing it, go around the block there, and you will find the stage door. We're going to head up now to the Piccadilly for our next task.
Okay, annoyingly, I've already made a boo-boo. I should have gone to the Lion King first before doing Mamma Mia, because I basically walked past it to get to Mamma Mia. So, one bad move so far. But only one, so not too bad. We've got a lot done to say. We've only just started. So, still feeling confident. Just one error.
This one is just a one-point task, but we thought it was fun. And the task was to go to the Piccadilly Theatre and see if the Moulin Rouge windmill was turning. And the answer is no, not really. I don't know what makes it turn. I don't know if it's... I mean, it is plugged into some cables there, so I assume it's just turned off. Maybe it only turns when the lights on it are powered up later in the evening. I don't know, but currently can confirm pas de windmill.
So this is The Lion King, as you can see behind me. And this musical won the Tony Award for Best New Musical. So this is my show that's going to represent the Tony Award winning musical. I love The Lion King a lot. It's been ages since I last saw it at the Lyceum, but this theatre is gorgeous. It's so big. It's a very big theatre, but I fully recommend seeing the show in the stalls because you get to have the fun circle of life moment. This is one of the perfect shows to take children for their first musical, or anyone really for their first musical. Fully recommend.
Now, good old Lion King here. I've done an Olivier Award-winning show with Back to the Future. This is a Tony Award-winning show because this won the Tony for Best New Musical. So, this counts. Lion King. I'm walking up to Mamma Mia now. I don't know what I'm going to tick off for Mamma Mia. So, Jukebox Musical. Jukebox Musical. I can tick it off with Jukebox Musical. But then there's also Tina. Tina also has that.
The bridge up there can only mean one thing, which is I'm heading near the Royal Opera House. So, we can finally tick off finding an opera house. I thought this was the first thing I was going to do, and it's probably like the 6th. But, oh no. Well, that isn't it. But it's the time that I'm heading towards it. That's just a very fancy bridge for no reason.
I'm here at Hadestown at the Lyric Theatre on Shaftesbury Avenue, where I'm going to complete another task, which is go to a Tony Award-winning show, and it says up there that it's a Tony and Grammy Award-winning musical, and say what the Tony Award was for. In fact, it won multiple Tony Awards, including Best Musical. But the one I really want to highlight is the Tony win in 2019 for Best Original Score for Anais Mitchell, singer-songwriter Anais Mitchell, and her work on Hadestown. There we go. On to the next, which happens to be right here. I'm at the Apollo Theatre, where another one of our tasks today is go to a theatre where 222 A Ghost Story has played. because it's played at 5 different West End theatres, 4 or 5, and name a cast member who appeared at that theatre. So when it was at the Apollo, one of the 4 principal cast members was Frankie Bridge, was in the show. So there you go, 222 at the Apollo.
Okay, if you look over there, you'll be able to see the Royal Crescent there, which means that we are heading towards the Royal Opera House. This building is the Royal Opera House. Obviously it has to have the royal staff because it has been given the royal name. So the Royal Opera House is your perfect place to go and see the best ballet and opera, and very, very rarely anything that isn't ballet or opera, just gonna say. But you can go into here during the daytime. There are tours, there is a rooftop bar, which is up there, which I've been up to. You go up there, you don't need to book to see a show. There's free bathrooms in here, able to go to in the daytime. There's a shop, there's daytime events, there's a cafe, there's a bar, there's a restaurant. So this place is not just about going to see a show, it is also a place for the daytime too, which I think people never realise. So a big yes to here. Me and Mickey never really take advantage of the fact that you can go in there in the daytime from 12 PM, and when I've been in there, it's so nice. So it's a big yes from me.
Mamma mia, a jukebox musical. Tick. It is a jukebox musical. I'm actually not going to go to Tina, because I don't know what I would get with Tina. So instead, I'm going to walk up, down here, towards Catherine Street.
Okay, so I've been standing outside the Gielgud where Juno and the Paycock is soon to be opening, and thinking, what can I use this theatre for? What can I do for this? One of the tasks was find a picture of an Olivier Award winner, which we said was actually deceptively difficult. Mark Rylance. Mark Rylance has won the Olivier Award for his performance as an actor in Jerusalem. There you go. I have found a photo of an Olivier Award winner here at the Gielgud. What a success.
Something I can get a play that goes wrong is these guys. Because these guys who wrote Play That Goes Wrong won the Olivier for it. That should count as a photo of an Olivier winner. It's not an Olivier winning actor, because I don't think they won in acting categories, but an Olivier award-winning writer. I think that counts. I'm now heading up towards Stagey Drury Lane, which I can use to get a theatre named... I mean, we phrased it a theatre named after royalty, so I don't know if Theatre Drury Lane counts for that. I mean, it is a royal. Maybe I should play it safe in Drury Lane and go to the stage door and do the stage door etiquette one, because the stage door is quite close to where Operation Mincemeat is. And if I go to Operation Mincemeat, I can count the stars. I can count the stars.
For 2 points now, I am here at the Stephen Sondheim Theatre, where I'm going to spend 30 seconds telling you about the person that this theatre is named for. So this used to be called the Queen's Theatre. It was renamed for the incredible composer, lyricist, Stephen Sondheim, regarded by many people as one of the great composer lyricists in musical theatre, certainly one of the all-time great lyricists. He gave us such shows as Sweeney Todd, my personal favourite, Into the Woods, Merrily We Roll Along, The Frogs, A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum, Follies, A Little Night Music. He is a multi-award winner. He was mentored by Oscar Hammerstein. He had a contentious relationship with his mother. He was American. He is a legend, and there is also a theatre on Broadway that is named after him. This one officially is just called the Sondheim Theatre. That one is called the Stephen Sondheim Theatre, and Les Mis is playing here, oddly enough, and presumably always will be, so we won't get the joy of a Sondheim production at the Sondheim, but I just love him. God is in the details. Content dictates form. Stephen Sondheim, what a ledge.
So I'm heading towards Covent Garden Station now to try and tick off a poster for a show at the station. So let's see if there's a show on display at the station. Here it is. It literally took no time to get to. So Covent Garden Station does not have escalators, it only has lifts, which is why it's not a favourite of mine. I'd recommend going to Leicester Square or a nearby station and walking rather than going to this one, but it is very directly near Covent Garden and all the theatres associated. There is a Frozen poster on the front of the station, so that's a tick for this one.
A poster for an upcoming show, The Tempest, which these screens flash off after a little bit, so I have to keep going between them to show you The Tempest. But you saw The Tempest. The Tempest is opening here at the Theatre of Drury Lane later this year, and I can't wait to say hello to it. That is that ticked off. I'm going to head to Operation Mincemeat, and I think there, I'm going to count the stars. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. There are 90 stars on here. There's another poster board here that also has stars. So 90 plus 90 is 180. I think that counts for this one. I think that counts. 180 stars on there, or 90. Or 90. I don't know if the posters count twice.
We're 20 minutes in and I'm feeling good. I was going to go to the Jenny and Lynn, but I skipped it for now because I want to try and get to more theatres. I just need to get up on some of those higher point ones. I've not gone for anything quite big yet.
Do you know what we really love on a challenge filming day? Is an unexpected road closure. Pedestrianised Soho, you cowards. It would make everything so much easier. My route has brought me to Old Compton Street because another 5-point task is to go to a place where a musical is set and recreate something that happens there. So I am going to wait for these people to walk past me, and then I am going to sing a little excerpt of Old Compton Street from the lesser known Styles and Drew musical, Soho Cinders. It is sort of the introductory number. It tells you about all of the characters that you are going to meet, and it is a contemporary LGBT retelling of the Cinderella story. For anyone curious, it arrived like a decade before Andrew Lloyd Webber's Cinderella, but the song that happens here would be pick your poison on Old Compton Street. Something, something, there are boys for boys, boys for girls, boys for all them wearing pearls. Here where all worlds meet, Old Compton Street. That's as much of the song as I think I can remember. Oh, there's a bit that's like, we love to watch celebrities when nobody can blame us, but all too often we forget the reason why they're famous. Something, something on Old Compton Street. Do. It's really much better than I'm giving it credit for. Go and listen to the actual cast recording. Go listen to Soho Cinders, everybody. Let me know in the comments if you already know it. I first saw it in concert at the Queen's Theatre, the Sondheim Theatre. There you go, full circle moment. Evidence, if needed. I have done enough for that 5-point task. I'm literally on Old Compton Street. Old Compton Street.
Now, we are up an opera house. The Royal Ballet and Opera, the Royal Opera House, an opulent theatre in the heart of Covent Garden. And now, I'm going to keep on walking past it. Beautiful, you got loads of little operas on there. I have never seen an opera. So if I wanted to see an opera, I should go there, to that theatre that I just showed you. I've done a lot of one-pointers. I mean, I do have a lot of really good ones. Obviously, I have my 10 points from embarrassing myself in front of Jonathan Sayer. I'm going to keep going and try and get to the Gillian Lynn, which is currently in between shows, if I'm correct. I don't think the next show there has opened yet, but might be a place where I can show you a stage door. A stage door or two. Just one, there's only one there. I actually don't know where it is. Maybe we'll learn together.
If anyone doesn't think my performance was long enough to merit 5 points there is also a sad reprise that goes, I can't bear you on Old Compton Street. I won't share you, so I think a change is worth a try. I don't rent what I can buy. Why do I remember the sinister reprise more than the expositional number? That's an interesting question. There are ways to beat Old Compton Street.
And here is the stage door at the Cambridge Theatre. So let's talk about stage door etiquette. I've just gone around the corner because they were using the stage door, but it's right here. The answer with stage door etiquette, my big thing is, nobody has to stop the stage door. So be really kind to the performers if they're stopping and talking to you. Have everything prepared. If you're going to want a photo, ask for a photo. If you're wanting something to be signed, have a pen and have your program ready. And just be kind and courteous. That's the biggest rule. Be kind and courteous because they don't need to do it. And you'll have a great experience. And just always be kind and always be prepared.
Here is the next theatre we reach on our travels, the Prince Edward Theatre, one of my favourite theatres, possibly my favourite theatre in the West End. I love its auditorium, I love its facade, I love many things about it. Currently the home of MJ the Musical. The task I'm going to fulfill here is telling you about the first show I ever saw at this venue and the most recent. The first show was not too long ago. It took me a long time to... Oh no, I'm lying. I was going to say it's Mary Poppins. I've been to the Prince Edward before that. Miss Saigon. The revival of Miss Saigon was the first show I ever saw here. I saw it 4 times, I think. The most recent was MJ the Musical, which I saw on its press night back in March. So there you go. And those are about 10 years apart for anyone counting.
Okay, hilarious on the West End star front. Not a West End star, technically, but a future off West End star and Australian star and Edinburgh Fringe star. I just saw Virginia Gay, who wrote Cyrano, the big, amazing show that we absolutely loved at Fringe, but it's about to open at the Park Theatre in London, and I just saw her walk past.
I am at the Gillian Lynne Theatre. The Gillian Lynne Theatre, named after the late great choreographer Gillian Lynne. However, this is a theatre that used to be called the New London. This used to be the New London Theatre, and therefore it can be checked off the list for that. Layman's Trilogy about to open there, coming back, returning to that theatre after a run, I want to say a year or two ago. I think about a year or two ago. It has been there before, but now I'm kind of in a prime position to head up towards Shaftesbury, currently home to Mrs. Doubtfire, which has sadly announced today that it will be closing in April next year. So a little bit of a somber moment to go and see it, but we will go while I'm on my way. I will look at my long list and come up with something that I can do there. Maybe I've got to sing a line for Mrs. Doubtfire. Do I even remember a song from Mrs. Doubtfire?
So for the show that's closing soon, we just got to the Ambassadors Theatre, which is where Kathy and Stella is. Kathy and Stella Solve a Murder, and this show finishes this week. I love this show so much, so this is a really sad loss for me, I find, in the West End. But yeah, it closes this weekend, so lots of love, and we say goodbye to Kathy and Stella Solve a Murder. Okay, so we're at the Mousetrap at the St Martin's Theatre, and you can see there it's performance 29758. That is the show that we're up to, the performance number. Agatha Christie's The Mousetrap is the longest running play in the world at the St Martin's Theatre currently, and it is in its 72nd year, as you can see up on its neon light. That's how you can find out what year it is, and then if you look into the foyer, you can then find out which performance they're on. I love that they do this, especially because it's the world's longest.
I was about to head down towards the Ambassadors, but then I realised there's a couple of book-related tasks, and we're going to go into Foyle's bookstore on Charing Cross Road, opposite from the Phoenix Theatre. So one of our tasks is to find a play script of a current West End show, and in fact there is a whole section here that shows various options, but I'm going to pick Death of England, which I recently saw at Soho Place. In fact, it is 3 different plays being produced there in rep, and you can watch my vlog video of me seeing all 3 in one day. There you go. Thank you, Foyles. They also... Oh, this is perfect. One of the other tasks was to find a copy of London Theatre Magazine and to retrieve a copy of London Theatre Magazine, and you can find it at Foyles in the drama section, which is just up on the first floor. But yes, London Theatre Magazine, which I have on the rare occasion provided features and a couple of opinion pieces for, and it's free to pick up, so do try and find one when you are on a West End theatre trip. It features lots of interviews, lots of reviews, which if you are a subscriber of my channel, I dare say you will enjoy, and a lovely, lovely picture of Ramin Karimloo on the cover there, who is about to open in A Face in the Crowd at the Young Vic.
So how I'm currently working this challenge is just by walking to just each theatre I see, and then just deciding what I'm going to say for it, and then choosing, because I felt like it's just easier to do that, to just go, okay, I'm here, what's this theatre, which one does it work for best, do that and then carry on. So we're now walking to Tottenham Court Road because I want to go and get my London Theatre Magazine finally.
I initially wasn't going to come to the Cambridge Theatre where Matilda is playing, then I did remember another of our tasks is to go to one of our favourite West End shows and sing 10 seconds of one of the songs from it. So let me embarrass myself here. What's my favourite song? It probably is My House. Or it's This Moment in like when I grow up, I will be brave enough to fight the creatures that you have to fight beneath the bed each night to be when you're a grown-up. When I grow up. And then Matilda goes, just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear. It's way longer than 10 seconds. If you always take it on the chin and wear it. I'm having fun. Nothing will change. And Matilda goes, when I grow up. And then Matilda goes, even if you're little. Anyway, Matilda have just recently, very recently, this past weekend, had a cast change. So some new cast members have joined Matilda. Always worth seeing in the West End. It remains one of the West End's most brilliant, most clever musicals, but it has really broad family appeal. The kids will love it, but it is also sophisticated. It's just a really great piece of musical theatre writing. Tim Minchin is a genius. So yeah, that's Matilda. I'm a little bit out of breath. We are officially halfway. I don't know what to do with this other than read it cover to cover when I get home or when I get a chance to sit down. But I feel like Ramin is with me, and Ramin and I, we're about to win this challenge.
Hello, this is a Shaftesbury stage door, and this is not a voiceover dub because there was way too much wind. And a piece of theatre etiquette is that, you know, be respectful of other people's time. They are normal people, just like you. If you're going to meet someone at stage door, it is not given. They are giving up some extra time to say hello to you so you can thank them for the show they just put on. So make sure you give them a big thank you and don't embarrass yourself like I just did in front of Jonathan Sayer. I'm so sorry, Jonathan Sayer. Let's move on.
Now, I have quite a few ticked off now. I've had a really good streak. I've had a great streak. There are a couple I missed. I could have gone to Covent Garden to recreate a scene from a show. I can't think of another show right now where there is, oh my god, I know what I can do.
And here is Foyles, the bookstore, which is found on Charing Cross Road. This is a flagship store, and inside they have the theatre books section, which hopefully I'll be able to find the play text, and I'll be able to find the London Theatre magazine. So here are all the plays that are currently on in the West End, including the musical Hadestown, Death of England, Shifters, Hot Wing King, Fun Thing. Death of England is literally next door. So that is literally in the theatre right opposite here, which is very cool. And in the centre of the display, you can find the London Theatre magazine part. And as you see, it says pick up a copy of the free magazine. So I will. Let's remain currently on the front.
Here at the Ambassadors, we're going to fulfill another little task, and we're going to say goodbye to a show that is closing in the next month. Goodbye to Kathy and Stella Solve a Murder. By the time that you're seeing this, it may actually have already finished its run here at the Ambassadors. But here it was, and we did thoroughly enjoy it. And what's great is I can tick off another one next door here at the Mousetrap. I can figure out what performance number it's on, and the answer to that is 29,758. The Mousetrap is on performance number 29,758. So less than 250 performances to go till it hits 30,000. That's surely going to be a big anniversary gala celebration performance. And I guess that's in less than a year. Yeah, they do more than 300 performances in a year, way more than that, so definitely going to hit that within the next 12 months. How exciting for the Mousetrap. The Mousetrap, if you didn't know, the longest running piece of theatre in the world, in the entire world. How cool is that?
So I've now made it to West End's newest theatre at Soho Place, and they have a poster for their next show, which is coming soon, as you can see, from the 1st of October, and that's White Rabbit, Red Rabbit, where all of these performers will appear without rehearsal, a different one each day, and perform the show. No direction beforehand, which I think is pretty cool, actually. But I don't really know the play, so I don't know what it's going to be like, but yeah, this is the next play at Soho Place. It's going well so far. I've looked at halfway through. Maybe more. I haven't actually looked at my clock or ticked off some of the ones that we've just done, so I'm just trying to do them quickly. I'm happy I got to Foyles, happy I got those done, that's a big yay.
Another task here. Choir of Man is at the Arts Theatre, which is one of the smallest theatres in the West End. 6 originated here when it came down to London. This theatre has 350 seats, and one of our tasks is to visit a theatre that has fewer than 500 seats. So there you go. The Arts Theatre, everybody. It is a teeny tiny one, and I will say its toilets reflect that. Do go see The Choir of Man. By all means, hugely entertaining, crowd-pleasing show. Pee first. That's my advice. Our next task takes us down into Leicester Square Underground Station. We're not going to get on the tube, but we are going to head down to the concourse area for the Today Ticks in-person shop. If you didn't know this existed, you're about to see it.
I'm at the Dominion Theatre, but currently Rocky Horror is playing. There's a lot of construction work going on. It looks like they're getting ready for Devil's Prada coming in soon. But while I'm here, I've got to sing a song from it. There's a light over at the Frankenstein's place. There's a light burning in the fireplace. That's more than 10 seconds. Okay, next up, gonna cross the street. I'm gonna go down to Tottenham Court Road Station, and I'm going to reenact a scene from a show that was at the Dominion Theatre. Do you know which one? I hope you know which one. Have you guessed it? Oh my god, there's a bit on fire.
I'm fairly certain I passed a cast member of Why Am I So Single on Charing Cross Road just. And we smiled at each other and passed away it. But we were there yesterday for the media call and afterwards, so I'm like, maybe that's the case. But also, I'm not fully sure, so I'm not going to say who they are, just in case it wasn't them. But also, if that's the case, hilarious that we said about this West End cast member thing, and I seem to just be seeing performers everywhere, which never normally happens. I never actually normally spot performers in the wild. It never normally happens. And also, of course, it's not people that I know well enough to it's not friends that I know well enough to say hey and explain this wild and wacky thing, because it's the first time we've done a scavenger hunt.
And here it is. You can pick up London Theatre Magazine. You can actually buy Today Ticks theatre tickets at those little kiosks there. You can even get slightly better rates. They're giving away Tina the Musical fans and some badges over there at the moment in that middle section there, but I don't want to go and bother the hard at work employees. But the task was to see what the current featured installation is, and it's this light up L'Amour sign from Moulin Rouge, which we've already visited today at the Piccadilly Theatre. I was about to say I can't see any theatre posters, but Ava Voyage, that counts. That definitely counts. And if they say it doesn't count, then The Lion King absolutely does, because another one of these tasks was to find a theatre poster, an underground or rail station. Straight out of that station exit to the Wyndham's Theatre, where Next to Normal is soon to be concluding its West End run, sadly, here at the Wyndham's Theatre. Final weeks must end 21st of September. The good news is they just filmed it. This is one of my favourite shows in the West End. I'm going to stand here for 30 seconds and tell you about why. And the answers are pictured all around me, because it's this extraordinary cast. It's Casey Levy, it's Eleanor Worthington Cox, it's Jack Wolf, it's Jamie Parker, it's all of them. They are absolutely tremendous. They are wonderful in these roles. They're giving the most heartbreaking, soul-searing, earth-shattering performances. The vocals are stunning. It's a really extraordinary piece of musical theatre writing. I think this production is wonderful. I really enjoy it, particularly here at the Wyndham's. I went back to see it on my birthday. I feel so moved by the music. I think there's brilliant cleverness in the design and the set design. It's just wonderful. It's just utterly brilliant. It's hugely emotional, it's very heavy, it's very hard-hitting, so, you know, check out those trigger warnings before you go and see the show. But if you can, check out Next to Normal. Sadly, by the time you're seeing this again, it's probably already closed in the West End, but we have the pro shot to look forward to.
We are in TCR. Now, the scene in We Will Rock You happens in TCR Station. Now, I can't get any further than this entrance, but this counts, okay? One by one, only the good die young. They're only flying too close to the sun, but we go on without you. A hand land above the water. I'm getting the lyrics so wrong. An angel reaching for the sky. This is the first verse. Why have I gone back? Is it raining in heaven? I'm gonna go back on myself. I can't. I don't know this 30 seconds. Do you want us to cry?
Okay, this is Theatre Alley in St Martin's Court, which connects the stage doors of the Noel Coward and the Wyndhams. And our task here is to find 3 different posters and find one thing that connects all of those shows. Got Doubtfire, got Wicked, got Phantom, got Cabaret, got Kathy and Stella. Can we think of a person who's been in all of these? They probably shared like sound designers and lighting designers. How many of these were Gareth Owen? Hadestown, Mamma Mia, Matilda. Does it have to be a person connection? Could it be a thing connection? Can I be clever with this? I don't know. Let's work this out.
And everywhere the broken-hearted, on every lonely avenue. I'm so sorry for my tone-deaf singing. I think Mickey should have thought about this, because I can't sing. I've just done We Rock You, and I think that's a really clever one to do, because it's very thematic to the location and where we are. Because obviously it was there, over that theatre across the street. Now I'm about to walk past a bin on fire, unless they've already put it out. They have not.
I was wrong. I only have just over 20 minutes left. So I'm going to have to make choices. So we're at Soho Theatre. I might just go to Leicester Square to do the TKTS one and do the Leicester Square for today ticks maybe because of the time. But we have made it to Soho Theatre, so that is being involved in it. So the 3 spaces of the Soho Theatre, the Soho upstairs and the Soho downstairs, and a lot of stuff from Fringe goes there. So it's a very cool theatre for like new and upcoming work and cabaret and stuff like that, and comedians. So definitely check it out.
Why am I drawing a blank on anything to connect these many, many shows? I am suddenly struggling, and I don't know what to pull from.
At Soho Place, this is the newest West End theatre, and it's also a theatre that has 2 performance spaces. They have their main house, which is currently showing Deaf of England, all 3 parts of Deaf of England actually, if I remember correctly, Michael, Delroy and Closing Time. But they also have their studio space, which is being inhabited by a panto at the end of this year. If I'm correct, they haven't really used that space for anything massive yet, so it is nice that we are getting a show there. I have 15 minutes. I am going to skip a couple of theatres on my way, I think, just to get to the place. I want to go to a theatre, a place that used to be a West End theatre, and I also want to head down towards Ambassadors, across the road right now, Stranger Things. I am going to skip this theatre, just for time, and because I don't know if there's something I can get here. Unless I look at my list right now and see something really quickly I can get. I mean, I do need to cross the road anyway.
So I know that Mickey and Ellie will have been doing all the performing bits, all the fun, like, kind of fun out there stuff like the Sunset Boulevard and looking for taxis and buses. And I was like, nope, I'm just doing it plain and simple because there's a lot of places to get to. I have a lot of legs, and I just want to be efficient. I'm trying to be as efficient as I can. This, as you can see here, is MJ the Musical. It is a Prince Edward Theatre, and it is a jukebox musical of Michael Jackson's music and the Jackson 5s. And you can see the cast here. Miles Frost is a Tony Award winner, but that isn't actually what we had. It's for an Olivier Award winner. So I'm going to have to go and find him at the theatre in a second. I have like 15 minutes left. I could do Theatre Alley as well, but I feel like, will I find 3, link them up quick enough to then get to Leicester Square? And I could get Why Am I Sitting There opening soon. Can I do it in 15 minutes or just under?
I'm having to walk away. I literally can't think. I've got so many that connect to. I cannot bridge a gap between 3 different posters. I'm finding it such an unexpected challenge. I've got so many performers who have done 2. I can't think of anyone who's been in 3. Oh, I'm furiously disappointed with myself.
At the Phoenix, my first show I saw there is my favourite musical of all time, Come From Away. It is incredible, it's amazing, it's fantastic, and the last show I saw is actually the current show, which is Stranger Things, which I'm a big fan of Stranger Things. I love Stranger Things, the TV show. I enjoy the play, wasn't my favourite. But you can watch a review all about that if you go to my YouTube channel, which you should subscribe to. A plot twist, I plugged my channel. There you go. Ha ha ha. I'm going to go get a former theatre. I'm going to try and go down to Leicester Square Station to check out the Today Tickets booth, and maybe, just maybe, I can get down to TKTS to also get the show of the day and a couple of things like that, because there are quite a few 3-pointers that I haven't got that I would quite like to get. I think now I need to focus on getting some of these bigger ones, like get a copy of London Theatre Magazine. I don't think I'm going to get a play script, honestly. And that's a bust that is pulled up right here, which they don't, has a show poster on them. I'm not getting on, quite frankly.
So here's Leicester Square Station, so let's head inside to find the Today Tickets booth. And here is the Today Tickets shop. And the current show on focus is Moulin Rouge. Right, now I've shown you, let's go to next to normal.
We're going to count the stars here at Shifters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 17, 22. Oh, there's more on the back of that. 27. I chose to play with too many stars. 32, 37, 42, 47, 51, 55, 60, 65, 69, 73, 77. There we go. That's Shifters at the Duke of York's Theatre. Clearly it's very good. Another task is to find an opera house. I feel like I had a really strong start and I've just slowed right down, and I'm also aware I've got 15 minutes left and I'm missing a lot of conspicuous high pointers, but I'm passing the London Coliseum, home of the English National Opera. So that one done, but these are only small point questions. I need to find a show ad on a taxi. I need to get on a bus advertising a West End show. I need to take a selfie with a West End performer for 10 points. That's the 10-point question. I don't know if anyone's already done that. If you've already watched that happen, that's very unfortunate for me if you have, because it means I am substantially behind. What was on that taxi? Oh, I'm going to go to the Strand. The Strand is where I solve all my problems in 10 minutes.
This is the Odeon. This used to be a theatre. This used to be the Savile Theatre. This should be a Savile Theatre. This Odeon is now closed. They are looking to renovate it. They are looking to renovate it and make it into a theatre once again. So it counts for now. Won't count soon. I've got 10 minutes. I can hit Ambassadors. I can hit hit St. Martin's. I can hit No Coward, most likely, for a theatre named after a person who I can tell you about. I don't know if I'm going to get any further than that.
And here's the musical Next to Normal. It closes this week, so very sad. The reason we are here is because here is Eleanor Worthington Cox, who is an Olivier Award winner for playing the role of Matilda, and she's the youngest Olivier Award winner in history. She was the youngest of the 4 Matildas, which is very cool, and she's amazing in this show. But yeah, as you can see, it closed on the 21st of September. And now we're at the Garrick Theatre, which is where the musical Why Am I So Single is playing, the new musical by the creators of the musical 6. It officially had its press night performances yesterday. We were there, and the day before, and then at the end of this week it's a gala night performance. So this is a new musical that is opening in the West End right now. So I'm saying hello to Why Am I So Single right now. Let's cross the road to go into Leicester Square to go and find out what the show of the week is at the TKTS booth.
I'm walking towards the Savoy for a very particular challenge, but I'm looking for restaurants that do pre-theatre dining explicitly, and I am not seeing any. I'm in the wrong part of Covent Garden. There's a bunch that do it over in the square, but not on this particular street. I've made bad choices.
This is the Ambassadors Theatre, currently home to Cathy and Stella Solve Murder, which is a show that is closing this weekend. You only have a couple more days to see it when I'm filming this. Sadly, I think by the time this comes out, Cathy and Stella will have closed, but hopefully it will have some kind of future life. It is a beautiful show, a truly beautiful show. So funny, so perfectly fringy, but expanded just enough to expand itself. Now, I don't know if Mousetrap currently has a performance on. I don't know if I can look through the window, but I can get you the performance number.
Here we are, we're just arriving at the TKTS booth in Leicester Square. So this is the same as in New York, where you queue up to get on the day tickets, which are reduced. Here the shows are on sale currently, being shown, and the prices and the times for today. Here's a photo location where you can get your photo done. And now let's find out what the show of the week is. So the show of the week is the musical Back to the Future, which is on the Strand, which is right by Covent Garden and right by the Grind where we started.
Why do these taxis not have ads on them? Why is that ad not a show in the West End? I mean, I really don't want to see an ad on a bus because I'm going to have to then chase after that bus. What is this one? Oh, what is this one? What is this one? What is this one? No, it's fine. It's TaskRabbit. Briefly forgot there was a reason I was at those traffic lights, and it was to cross over and go to the stage door of the Savoy, where I am about to, and look forward to this performance, I'm about to recreate the iconic Sunset Boulevard walk-around moment from Sunset Boulevard. I assume Ellie Talks Theatre has also done this. But we're going to go down and embarrass ourselves doing the whole thing.
I had to be really quiet as I did that because I currently a performance on of The Mousetrap at St. Martin's Theatre, but one of the front of house team was very kind to let me in to still film that moment, so I can also tick that off. If I can get to Leicester Station, I can not only tick off the show that is currently featured at the Today Ticked shop, but I can also hopefully get a copy of London Theatre magazine. That will give me another 8 points, and I hope that does put me ahead a little bit.
Sure, I came out here to make my name. Wanted my pool, my dose of fame. Wanted my parking space at Warner's. But after a year of something hell, a Murphy bed, a rancid smell, wallpaper peeling at the corners. Sunset Boulevard, Jackpot Boulevard. Something for the stony-hearted. No pre-theatre dining. Sunset Boulevard, Restless Boulevard. Something that just like me, you'll wind up where you started. She was running fast. I threw a rope. I've done this too slowly because by the time I'm here, I'm meant to point to the title of the show. Now I have dreams and she has hope. It was an elegant solution. Kiss someone's wife, kiss someone's ass. We do whatever pays. I'm mixing every single verse of this song. Sunset Boulevard. It's not here anymore. It's Mean Girls. Headline Boulevard, and that's where I'm going to stop because I can't go into the theatre and walk into the stalls singing that song. Sunset Boulevard.
We have 6 minutes left, but here's one I can add. This is the Harold Pinter Theatre, but it was not always the Harold Pinter Theatre. Before being named after the playwright, it was called the Comedy Theatre. So that was the old name of this theatre right here. I decided to do that rather than talking about Harold Pinter for 30 seconds because, if I'm totally honest, I've watched Pinter, I know Pinter, I'm not a big Pinter fan anyhow, so the idea of me trying to talk about him for 30 seconds would not go well. So we went for the old name of the theatre, which was the Comedy Theatre, because I at least knew that.
It's the Lion King. It's the Lion King. It's the freaking Lion King, everybody. We did it. I have literally 5 minutes left. But we saw the Lion King. Come on, pre-theatre dining menu. I think that's, you know what, that's only worth 1 point. That is not the one I should be going down trying to find. I am, however, perfectly placed to just jump on a bus. I think I also have time to make it to Charing Cross and walk you from the train station to the theatre, which is another challenge. We're going to go down in a blaze of informative glory.
And oh my gosh, hey, I thought I was going to miss this one, but Steak & Co., which is right near the Theatre or Haymarket and by the Harold Pinter Theatre, does a theatre menu from £25.50. So yay, managed to get this in the last 5 minutes. Now let's get to the criterion to do the final one.
Welcome to Leicester Square Station, where currently the show featured is Moulin Rouge, a beautiful neon sign. Gorgeous, so gorgeous. And currently in here, you can get a copy of London Theatre magazine. Also, a Starlight Express badge. That's exciting. The clock is running out. The clock is running out.
3 minutes left, so I'm crossing the road and heading to the Empire Cinema Haymarket, which is no longer open anymore because hopefully one day it's going to be restored.
I have 3 minutes left until the alarm rings for the end of this challenge. Thankfully, it barely takes any time at all to get from Charing Cross Station to the Charing Cross Theatre. But it's a little tricky to find, and that's why we've made this a task, to help you all out on your travels. So, bear with me and pay attention. I'm going to have to say this fast. I am here in Charing Cross Station, which, as an overground station, tends to serve the southeast, I believe. But you can connect to it from Waterloo East and from London Bridge, and it is also on the Northern and Bakerloo lines on the Underground. There's a vacuum cleaning robot. I love these things. Look at that. As you look at the platforms, platform 1, you're going to go out this corner here. Do not take those stairs down. You can, but there's an even faster way. We're going to carry on through. There's a sign there for Villiers Street, which is where you will find the Charing Cross Theatre. It's down here. Someone else's alarm is going off. That's not mine, I promise. But it is triggering. You can check out my Doc Martens, wrong shoes to wear for a challenge day. Down 2 escalators, and then we're simply going to head along here and go and find... Oh my god, I have to finish this task first. Do I have time? Do I have time? I have to walk you all the way here. It's the Charing Cross Theatre, where The Fabulist is currently playing. I'm going to race back here. I saw a pre-theatre menu.
I think it's right to end with one of my favourite topics, which is former theatres that were theatres, and hopefully new theatres that are to come. So the Haymarket here, which is opposite the Theatre Royal Haymarket, was the Carlton Theatre, and then the Carlton Cinema, and then the Haymarket Empire, etc. But as you can see here, the Carlton Theatre up there to restore it, and this is where Brief Encounter was played on the main cinema screen as well, which is after it was a theatre, but they use it again for theatre space. So hopefully soon we'll get theatre again soon at the former West End Theatre House, and I think that ends everything. But I'm right by His Majesty's Theatre, so if I can find something that works for it, I'm going to quickly use that as my last one, I guess.
The Nook Howard Theatre, which is right here, which I'm walking past right now, is named after Nook Howard. He was a playwright. He wrote so many different plays through his tenure. He was English. He had many plays, mostly comedies. He was a very comedic person. He's had his work featured at the Donmar Warehouse very recently. He is a legend of UK theatre, and I hope that ramble was enough to get me this point. I don't know if it was, but Nook Howard passed away decades ago. I think that's enough. I have 1 minute. I think that is it. I think that is it for me, unless I can really quickly get to Duke of York. I don't know. I think I'm just going to make it, like, as it turns.
One of the things was go to a theatre and say what your first and most recent shows that you've seen at the theatre was. And I've only ever been to His Majesty's Theatre to see Phantom. But fun fact, I've seen Phantom here when it was Her Majesty's Theatre and when it was His Majesty's Theatre because of the changing of the monarch. So this theatre renames its title depending on on the gender of the monarch, whether they're a king or queen. So this is now His Majesty's Theatre, and I've only ever seen Phantom here. And also it's a theatre that had an old name, so randomly included a second theatre that had 2 names too. With that, I complete my mission. Yay! Have I won? I don't know, but I just got a lot done. I'm very proud of myself. Either way.
There is a pre-theatre set menu. It is still not yet o'clock. I don't have time in 19 seconds to run to the Kit Kat Club. I just started and then I was like, you know what, that's a terrible idea. I could have done stuff at 6 and Back to the Future on the way past, but we ticked off 2 more in the final minute, and I am happy with that. Oh, I've got a stitch. I've got a stitch like nobody's business. Do any West End performers want to take a selfie with me? No. Alrighty then.
I am here at the Duke of York Theatre, named after royalty, the Duke of York. I think I am just over time though, so I'm not sure if that counts. It hasn't passed 4:01 yet. I guess it's time to regroup. I did quite well. It's very rare I come out of one of these challenges like I did well. Oh my god. I may have embarrassed myself beyond all limits, but I think I did well.
We're back with our London Theatre magazines.
So not only did I meet a West End star, I met an Olivier Award winning. I met Jonathan Sayer.
You met Jonathan Sayer!
I was so starstruck, I went, I'm so sorry, I love Operation Mincemeat. I corrected myself immediately.
Wow.
I did really well this challenge. This is the best I've ever done in a challenge, I'm pretty sure.
Final points totals. Aeron James, you got how many points?
53.
I believe I got 71 points.
And
Ellie
I
Talks Theatre.
got 75 or 73, depending on whether the royalty one counts. So
Either way, that's a win. What a challenge.
that
My
was
goodness.
so fun.
I had a great time doing all sorts of different tasks. I think we should do another scavenger hunt. We need a rematch, but what we need is for you all to drop some great challenge tasks in the comments down below and how many points they should be worth. Thank you for watching this video. Go check out all of our other challenges, and we will see you very soon with another one. I hope that everyone is staying safe and that you have a stagey day. Mwah. Everyone get on the Mamma Mia bus. Everyone get on. I'm joking, we finished the challenge. Where were you? Where were you earlier? The answer is, I don't know. It doesn't say.
For 10 more seconds, I'm MickeyJoTheatre. Oh my god, hey. Thanks for watching, have a stagey day. Subscribe!